Welcome to our show,
Healing Now. Healing Now is a holistic lifestyle show to educate, empower, and inspire conscious living.
Hosted by Sunita Sharma, physical therapist and holistic health coach,
And Liz Sant, holistic RN, toxin-free living expert, and green beauty advocate.
Join us each week as we share all things related to health and wellness, living green, and holistic lifestyle topics.
We can't wait for you to join us on our journey to better health.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Healing Now. We missed you guys last week. We were off studio, but hopefully you enjoyed our episode last week about live blood microscopy. And if you didn't get a chance to see that, please do check that out. It was very interesting.
Super fascinating.
But we've got some interesting guests today. We're going to continue with our discussion for not only Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but we want to focus on prevention. So prevention, we're going to talk about some nutrition with our juice and exercise and movement. And we've got another special guest as well after the commercials to talk about some alternative healing modalities with craniosacral therapy and also lymphatic drainage, which we did touch upon lymphatic drainage a couple episodes ago. So it'll be nice to have a practitioner here to explain a little bit more about it.
Yes, and she is super talented. I've had the blessing of having her services in the past, and I just absolutely love her.
And to go along again with the breast cancer awareness and not only prevention is we do have a current fundraiser going. Liz, you want to talk about the fundraisers that we have?
Yes, we have a fundraiser with Breast Cancer Prevention Partners. And Sunita and I are advocates for a local South Florida cosmetics company, which is so much more than cosmetics. It is really our platform for educating women about avoiding toxins in makeup and personal care products in our environment and food, and the list goes on and on. The company is Crunchy, and my website is www.crunchy.com/Liz Sant, and Sunita's is www.crunchy.com/Sunita Sharma. And we will post our breast cancer awareness fundraiser for Breast Cancer Prevention Partners here on our page, Healing Now. Breast Cancer Prevention Partners really, along with Crunchy, we realize that there is a lot of awareness already about breast cancer, and we need to focus on prevention because really about 10% of cancer is genetic, and the other causes are environmental and what we put in and on our bodies. Our skin is our largest organ, and what we apply to our bodies is absorbed within 26 seconds. So we want to make sure everybody is aware that we need to be reading labels and checking ingredients. There's a real lack of regulation here in the United States on what goes into our personal care. We also have a fundraiser with this beautiful shade of lipstick, Blissful, and $3 for each purchase of this lipstick will be donated toward Breast Cancer Prevention Partners.
Yes, so you can donate directly on the link if you don't want to purchase any of the amazing product, or you can then also buy some of the lipstick, try it, and start your toxin-free journey like we have. So we'll jump right into our jam segment today. The juice we're going to do kind of ties into what we've been focusing on with the celery, and today I added blackberries. So
that's an interesting combination.
So it is. I kind of came up with it this morning, and I'm calling it Blackberries Matter.
Okay.
So just wanted to kind of go over. So I wanted to kind of go over some of the health benefits of blackberries. It's been shown to prevent and slow the growth of cancer. So it also improves and maintains brain function. It helps actually regulate menstrual health, helps reduce inflammation, fight infection, and boost immunity. And it's also good for your cardiovascular system, and also promotes healthy skin. So it kind of checks off all the boxes with really all systems, your cardiovascular, your reproductive, your skin, dermatology, because it's high in vitamin K and manganese. So, and it's also been shown in studies to be antibacterial for oral infections. So, I think blueberries are like everyone talks about blueberries and memory, and they're like they're the star berry, but we can't forget the blackberries.
Blackberries are the new blueberries.
Exactly. So I decided to put the celery, which is the new kale, and the blackberry, which is the forgotten brother of the blueberry, and put it together. So we'll blend that after the break, and I'll let you try a little bit, Liz. So do you have any affirmations for us today?
I do. I was actually listening to Louise Hay on the way here, and she has a YouTube channel, and there is a video about self-healing and how we have the power to create our own thoughts and create our health through our thoughts. And it was really interesting how she was explaining that a lot of people haven't been taught that. And I know I wasn't taught that by my parents, but our parents can only teach us what they know. So it's very important for us to research and follow practices that are important for our health and to teach our children and future generations. So my affirmations today were: I am thankful, I am healthy, and I am worthy, because we are all worthy of good health and wealth and good fortune and abundance.
Absolutely. And speaking of abundance, hopefully everyone's gotten their lottery tickets for tonight. I've been affirming quite feverishly for the past 2 days.
You are worthy.
That I am worthy, and I will be abundant. So it'll be an interesting episode next week if and when that comes to fruition.
When it comes to fruition.
Yes, absolutely. And so today, for our movement, we've got a special guest today with us. We have Gavin Anaya with Python Fitness, and he is the developer of some resistance bands. And I always talk about how, you don't necessarily need to, it's great if you have a full hour to devote to exercise, or 30 minutes, or you can't make it to the gym because you're working and kids and other obligations, but certainly you can incorporate exercise into your daily routine using these bands. So I had the fortunate to meet Gavin, and through my physical therapy practice, we're incorporating some of the bands into rehab, but also just general fitness. So welcome today, Gavin. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So you want to tell us a little bit about Python Fitness and how and why this company was developed?
Yeah, so basically with today's regular resistance bands, you're kind of limited to where you can use them. You have two handles, well, at least with the tubing, you have two handles and one tube, and that kind of limits you to where you can work out with them. And seeing this, my dad came up with the main patent pending design, which allows you to have multiple bands attaching independently, so with the inner wire core. So yeah, they're very versatile, they're super beneficial, and you can basically let your imagination roam when you use them, because they're easily stackable. Once you see the demonstration, you'll be able to see a little bit better, but you're able to use Python bands anywhere.
And why is it called Python Fitness?
It is called Python Fitness. Well, originally we came up with the Python bands first, but we figured once we have Python bands, we're able to create more products for Python bands. So we have Python bands and Python Fitness. You can go pythonfitness.com, pythonbands.com, either or. And they're called Python bands because they constrict around any object. So
interesting.
You're able to wrap these bands around any sturdy object and basically work out, or for rehab, recovery, whatever, and in the comfort of your own home, maybe outside, at a park, anywhere. So.
And I have seen one of the demonstration videos where a mom had it wrapped around a stroller and did a workout in the park with the stroller, and she had her child with her, obviously. Want to park, put the stroller in park. But so I think that's a great tool that people can use to add some resistance, and even to their walking add some resistance. So it's great. I have used bands in the past, and I use some TheraBand in the office, but yeah, the ends have no handles, and you try to tie it and it's a little too
Yeah,
short, or
they get tight with the
they
knot
get
and stuff,
tangled, and
yeah.
also the the elasticity kind of wears out on, and so I don't feel like I'm getting the full workout that I
Yeah.
could. So when I tried your bands, I loved the fact that I could literally wrap it around the chair and not worry about it snapping off or anything like that, and I could just do curls and tricep extensions and things like that. So
What a great concept.
yeah, no, it's amazing, and it's great that it's a family business.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So how long have you guys been?
So we originally started creating the product from prototype about, I want to say, 5 months ago, and we went live about a month and a half ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So this is brand new to the
Brand
market.
new.
Yeah, it's brand new to the market.
I could have
And
used this last week. I injured my back picking my son up, and I really had a hard time walking, and I haven't been able to work out for a week.
Yeah.
So I
this
could have
would be
used
perfect.
this at
Yeah.
home just to help keep the strength up
Yeah.
in my arms and continue building muscle. So
Yeah.
I wish I met you a week ago.
well, now,
Now you know me.
exactly. So another cool thing is, like you said, you can tie it to the headboard. You can probably put your legs and do some Pilates type exercises in your bed in the morning, just to kind of get your blood
Yeah,
flowing.
exactly.
And so there's
And they're super organized and clean, so easily portable because they have an inner wire core, so you can just fold them however you want, and they can fit right into your pocket as well. So they're super good for traveling as well.
And the inner wire core is what allows you to be able to wrap
yeah,
them.
to wrap and constrict anyway.
Is it throughout the whole entire band or just the
No,
end?
there's
or?
only, we call it the spine. It only goes up to, it's about 75% of the band has the spine in it.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, so you
So
have a
you-
lot of room to work with.
so you can lengthen it or you can
Yeah,
shorten
shorten
it
it.
depending on how much tension
Yeah.
you want.
We also have
Um,
2 different sizes, 3 foot, which is probably more beneficial at the comfort of your home because it's smaller, versus the 4-footers are longer. You could still do the same thing with the 4-footers that you can with the 3-footers. You just have to, tighten it up a little bit. But yeah,
Wonderful. So you can just be mobile
Yeah, you
and,
can just be
just get
mobile.
in a
get in
10, 15 minute workout
anywhere
wherever you are.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Maybe
great for
even in the
people to
car. I
travel.
don't know.
Yeah.
You could do
You're not
something at the
driving.
red light. Yeah, as long as you're in park. I mean, we're texting and driving. Might as well work out
Right,
too while
yeah.
we're there. Just kidding. So great. And so today we're going to have some demonstrations of the exercises after the commercial break. And then maybe we can get a little workout in before we have our next guest.
Yes,
So-
Miss Fort Lauderdale will be here to demonstrate. So stay tuned, and we're going to go to commercial.
The human body, so powerful, but yet so fragile. When an automotive accident happens, your body is exposed to many injuries. Injuries that can stop you from living your life. Assessing and documenting these injuries are the first steps to recovery, and only a healthcare provider can offer you that. So after your auto injury, always remember that every detail counts, and making the first step is now easier than ever. Call Action Physical Therapy and find out for yourself how reporting and treating your injuries first can change your life forever. You have rights and you have benefits, even if it was your fault, even if you didn't have insurance. Action Physical Therapy will help you no matter what. So if you are in pain due to an accident, don't wait. Take action. Call Action Physical Therapy today at 561-791-9090. That's 561-791-9090. Or visit us at www.actionphysical.com.
I am Crunchy because knowledge is power. Crunchy is a revolutionary line of safe and high-performing toxin-free cosmetics that are redefining beauty. You no longer have to sacrifice your health for your beauty or your beauty for your health. Be conscious about what are in your cosmetics and how they affect your body. Contact me at 703-509-2592 or explore at crunchywithanI.com /Liz Sant, LIZSANDT. Again, it's 703-509-2592.
Do you have a kitchen or bathroom you would like to remodel? Are you wanting to build a new custom home or addition? Sun Quality Construction Group is your trusted leader in design, building, and construction management. Serving South Florida and Central Florida since 2007, Sun Quality Construction will provide an honest, detailed estimate for all your construction needs. Call today, 561-801-2366, sunqualityconstruction.com.
Green light means go, so let's get back to the show. Healing Now. Hello, and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in and joining us. I'm Liz Sant, and I'm here with Sunita Sharma and Nicole. How do you pronounce your last name?
Dyke.
I always
Yep.
get it wrong.
I was married to a Dutchman.
Okay. Nicole is a friend of mine, and we actually met last year when I had a motor vehicle collision. The chiropractor that a friend referred me to and Nicole were working in the same office, and he referred me to Nicole for craniosacral therapy. I had never experienced that before, and it was one of the most healing things I have ever done in my life. It was such an amazing stress relief, and I am not going to try to explain it because I never do it justice, ever. But Nicole is a licensed massage therapist, and she also practices lymphatic drainage massage, which I have had. You did that on me one time when I had some sinus congestion, and it immediately went away. And then I also finally got my mom to go to Nicole. Hi, Mom. I know you're watching. And she had been experiencing some swelling in her leg for a very long time. And Nicole was able to do some lymphatic drainage massage with her, and it completely resolved the swelling. So it's fascinating what you do. So can you tell us a bit about how you got into doing these two modalities and how long you've been doing it? And I know you're very passionate about it, so.
I am. I got started almost 30 years ago because of a health crisis of my own. And facing the big C is a pretty scary moment, of course, and I was determined to find ways to feel safe, and in feeling safe, find my way to wellness. I knew that the first thing I needed to explore was how to calm myself down, that was going to give my immune system a better chance. So that was the first step, which ultimately led to me becoming a massage therapist, because as I got well, which I did, I understood that I could pay it forward if I could help other people to relax and be calmer. And when I got into massage therapy as my mission, my way to help people relax, I was introduced to the modality of craniosacral therapy and knew that was for me. I knew that if I could learn how to engage with the nervous system, learn how to bring that expression into a calm place of balance, that everything was going to run better in the embodiment, in health. So that was the start. And not long after I was licensed, 27 years ago in massage, I also was introduced to the principles of the lymphatic system. It was not part of, I didn't have any previous medical training. I have a fine arts degree. But I was introduced to the principles of lymphatics and understood that the lymphatic system is key to health at the cellular level. And I thought, here I am as a massage therapist. If I can do something with a modality that supports health at the cellular level, that's for me, because my passion is supporting people so they can be safe and well and not have to be at the mercy of very frightening diagnoses.
Absolutely, and that's why we're talking about prevention and incorporating what you do, because you don't have to get to that point to have craniosacral or lymphatic drainage. It's like maintaining a car. Before your car breaks down, you have to get oil changes, you have to put the right gas in, et cetera, et cetera. I always use the car analogy, but it's something that people can relate to because it's expensive when your car breaks down. And when you have a health issue like the big C, like I've had and you've had, and we now have found alternative things that we can do as prevention. So, so God bless you for, for helping people and healing people in that way. And sometimes people, like you said, you don't necessarily understand or how things work, but they work. And, you may not, most people don't know what the lymphatic system is, but basically it's your body's filtering and drainage system.
Yes.
And there are things that you can do to help detoxify that. So because of the toxins and the environment and toxins that we eat and et cetera, et cetera. So you help kind of get that eliminate that from the body.
That's right. That's right.
So-
Our body is made up of trillions of cells.
Right.
And every cell is its own little living being. And every cell needs the basic things that we all need as human beings. It needs a clean environment and some good nutrition. Yes, a clean environment and some good nutrition and a chance to thrive because those basic elements of water and food and a clean environment are provided. And that's what the lymphatic system does, is keep the house clean for every individual cell and make sure the waste is carried away and that there's room in the driveway to deliver the new nutrients.
Right. And then as far as the craniosacral, does that help with thoughts and the mind-body connection, or is it a separate, I've never had craniosacral, so I've heard of it, but I'm not sure exactly how it
You should
helps.
soon.
Yeah.
It's
Nicole.
very experiential and difficult to describe.
Okay.
And the way that I practice, my goal is to allow the individual to settle. So I like to compare it. You talk about automobile analogies. I like to use a computer analogy. It's like rebooting so that you can get to your factory presets when some of your software may have been corrupted.
That makes sense. So it's kind of like Control Alt Delete, and just
Yes.
we all need to do that, I think, because
Yes.
we've got, especially as women, we're always multitasking and have 10 balls to juggle. So it's
Yes.
good to just
So
shut down and then
Yeah.
reboot.
The space of a session is the space where the external environment is hopefully not necessary to attend to, and we can turn inward, and in turning inward we can listen to the quiet cues that our body is always giving us. Hey, this is kind of tired. Hey, this is tense. Can you let go of that thought for a couple of minutes? And as a practitioner, my job is to create a safe envelope to allow you as the recipient to catch up, empty the inbox, and settle and reset. It's the experience, it can be quite varied for people, and it's hard to describe. It's not a spectator sport. It doesn't look like on the outside for an observer, it doesn't look like a lot's happening, but just like for any of us, in an important circumstance, we might be able to contain our inner emotions. In a session, there might not be anything that overtly is visible, but on the inside, sensations can arise, thoughts can arise, and a lot can recalibrate to a better place of balance.
And I think a lot of people, have heard the term emotional baggage.
Yes.
And literally, you're carrying this emotional baggage in your body
We are.
that can turn into disease of some sort. And so this helps literally release that. Am I right in saying that?
It can very much help the nervous system to recognize where it's been holding tensions unnecessarily so that those can be let
Wow.
go. Habits. Am I clenching? Do I need to clench? Is there any reason in this moment for me to need to clench? No, but if I have the chance to get quiet enough to notice that I'm clenching, then I have a choice about letting go of it. If I'm in habit, if I'm too busy, if I'm too harried,
Right.
there isn't that opportunity.
Right, that makes sense. So if you're always in motion, you're not necessarily taking time to take a look at yourself and see what is it that I'm doing that's contributing to, my health
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
So that's why, we have this show here to connect the mind, body, spirit, give people alternatives of therapies to, versus just picking up a prescription and taking a pill. That's not necessarily going to solve all the problems in your body. And we'll probably create some more with the side effects.
Yes, absolutely. Can you tell us and tell the viewers what everyone could expect during each one of those? I know when I had craniosacral therapy with you, you basically held my head, cradled my head in your hands, and or my feet, and I can tell you that I am one of the people that experienced many different sensations inside and thoughts and emotional release. It was so healing for me. I didn't expect it to be as therapeutic as it was. But I know a lot of people are hesitant to do certain modalities because they really don't know what to expect when they get there. So I think if you could tell everyone how it's done, that might relieve some anxiety.
Yeah, the craniosacral work is extremely simple to be the recipient. No clothes are removed. The goal is that you get to lie comfortably on a massage table and that you're in charge. So at any moment, if you feel uncomfortable, you get to speak up and make a change. There's nothing to tolerate. There's no, the practice that I keep as a massage therapist, my motto is gain without pain. So my goal is that you can feel safe and at ease and then settle in. And many of my patients will doze off during the session, and I always promise them I'll stay awake if they doze off.
I did.
I'll be watching the campfire. And sometimes people don't feel a lot, but many times people will feel a temperature change. They might feel a tingling or a shift in tension in the muscles. And sometimes there'll be memories that will arise or awarenesses, inspiration. Often there is a mental or emotional process that arises also, but there's no forcing anything. There's no obligation to tolerate or receive anything, and most people leave saying, "Wow, I didn't know I needed this much relaxing, but I sure feel different now." That's usually what people say.
Yes,
Right.
that was me.
And I think,
Many times.
and I think you mentioned that you had gone after a car accident, and people don't realize there's a lot of emotion that is attached to injury, whether it's a
yes.
sports injury, a car accident. I mean, I've had patients, in physical therapy where, they're scared to drive again, or they're tense up every time they come to a red light, or, athletes that have injured themselves and, they're just anxious to get back to their sport. And there's a lot of emotions that go along with all that. So certainly, it is important to address that aspect as well through this modality,
Yes.
which is part of massage therapy, but it's a special component, which I think
Yes.
needs to be, which we all can use really.
Yes, and one of the things is that unless we take the time to be quiet with our bodies and notice where we're still holding tension, we might not release that, and we might then develop a new normal in our muscle patterns, which then can result in chronic pain, joint problems, etc.
And then
Postural changes that don't benefit us. And so really taking the time with a cranial session, giving oneself the quiet space for healing after a trauma like that is really key, so that chronic issues don't develop.
Absolutely.
I know personally that the accident brought up some previous trauma for me as well, which I was able to release, and I didn't know I was still holding on to the negative emotions about that. And I went back years,
Wow.
and I was able to relax about different things. So it was so healing. What about the lymphatic drainage massage? I was watching your website, a video on your website earlier about starting at the clavicles, and I found that very fascinating on how that all works.
So being a lymph drainage therapist is a little bit like being a glorified plumber, in that the lymphatic system is a network of little capillaries that move the fluid carrying the waste. And it's a one-way plumbing system. Its job is only to remove. It doesn't supply, it only removes. And if you're going to be a good plumber, you have to make sure the drains are unclogged. In the lymphatic system, all the waste from the body is collected, and the end drain of the lymphatics is actually at the collarbones. So when we do a lymph drainage treatment, we want to make sure the main drain is open before trying to divert and move fluids into that area. So that's why the treatment starts there.
Interesting.
And it's a very gentle. Again, I'm a gain without pain person. It's a very gentle treatment, and there is clinical reason for the gentleness of the touch, and it's very rhythmic. So people find it often. Not everyone likes it, but most people do, and they find it quite soothing and quite sedating, very, very calming, and it can be pain relieving as well as detoxifying, as well as helping to resolve edema, whether it's a recent edema from some trauma or surgery, or a long-standing edema when there are other situations that are more chronic.
And where can patients contact you if they'd like to make an appointment, or where do you practice? Do you do house calls, or?
No, I have an office.
Okay.
I practice out of an office in Jupiter on Indiantown Road,
Okay.
over near the ocean. And I have a website. People can find me on my website, which is very simple. It's my name, Nicole, Nicole, and the last name Dyk. So it's NicoleDyke.com.
Okay.
And
Wonderful. Yeah, we'll definitely share that information on our site. And so it's been a pleasure having you today
Thank you so
with
much.
all the information. And again, we're focusing on prevention, exercise, keeping the drainage clear, getting the body and the blood
Main
moving.
drain.
yes.
So we appreciate you coming today, and I look forward to making an appointment too.
Me too. It's been too long since I've been in for your magic, so I'm
Thank
going to
you.
see you very soon.
Be my pleasure.
So we're going to go to commercial, and when we come back, we're going to have Gavin Anaya again and Janelle Rufa, Miss Fort Lauderdale, and they're going to do some demonstrations of some exercises with the Python fitness bands. Thank you.
Fun. Okay, can't wait.
Welcome to our show.
Healing Now. Healing Now is a holistic lifestyle.
Do you have a kitchen or bathroom you would like to remodel? Are you wanting to build a new custom home or addition? Sun Quality Construction Group is your trusted leader in design, building, and construction management. Serving South Florida and Central Florida since 2007, Sun Quality Construction will provide an honest, detailed estimate for all your construction needs. Call today, 561-801-2366, sunqualityconstruction.com.
I am Crunchy because knowledge is power. Crunchy is a revolutionary line of safe and high-performing toxin-free cosmetics that are redefining beauty. You no longer have to sacrifice your health for your beauty or your beauty for your health. Be conscious about what are in your cosmetics and how they affect your body. Contact me at 703-509-2592 or explore at crunchywithanI.com/Liz Sant, LIZSANDT. Again, it's 703-509-2592.
The human body, so powerful, but yet so fragile. When an automotive accident happens, your body is exposed to many injuries. Injuries that can stop you from living your life. Assessing and documenting these injuries are the first steps to recovery, and only a healthcare provider can offer you that. So after your auto injury, always remember that every detail counts, and making the first step is now easier than ever. Call Action Physical Therapy and find out for yourself how reporting and treating your injuries first can change your life forever. You have rights and you have benefits, even if it was your fault, even if you didn't have insurance. Action Physical Therapy will help you no matter what. So if you are in pain due to an accident, don't wait. Take action. Call Action Physical Therapy today at 561-791-9090. That's 561-791-9090. Or visit us at www.actionphysical.com.
Green light means go, so let's get back to the show. Healing Now.
Welcome back. We have Janelle Rufa with us today. She was out and about doing her magic. Yes, her magic. She's a fitness instructor. She's a fellow Crunchy advocate with us. and we wanted to invite her today to talk about fitness, and she helps with some cancer fitness and also to demonstrate some of these wonderful bands that we have today. So hi Janelle, welcome today. How are you?
Good, I'm
Thanks
doing
for
great. How are
coming.
you? Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So tell us about the cancer fitness program that you work with.
Yeah, I've really been blessed to work with the cancer-related fatigue program at Palm Beach Atlantic during my time as an exercise science major. And the program is absolutely incredible. We take in cancer patients anywhere from stage 1 to stage 4 and really utilize exercise oncology, the practice of exercise, to help with the fatigue that cancer patients are experiencing with their chemotherapy and radiation and everything. As you know, as many people know, that side effect is just extreme debilitating fatigue. And they found, research is showing that exercise can really significantly improve that at a cellular level by rejuvenating the cells, balancing the hormones, helping the lymphatic system, as you were speaking about earlier, circulation, all of that. So it's really been incredible and such a blessing to see that the results that people have been having just from, you know, coming in with that state of weakness and fatigue and getting on a personalized exercise program that involves resistance bands and everything like that. And then, you know, in a couple of weeks, they're just so much more vibrant and energetic, and their health and strength is renewed, and not only physically but mentally as well. They're just so much more able to combat and overcome this disease.
And I think also, like you said, just releasing the endorphins,
Yes.
getting them in a better mental state.
Yes.
You know, we keep focusing on, you know, how powerful your mind is. And, you know, I know when I work out, I feel,
Empowered.
yeah, but I can climb a
just-
mountain.
yeah.
But I just got to get to that point of
I haven't
climbing
been
more
able to
mountains.
work out for a week, and I can tell mentally and physically I need to get back. I'm going to go this evening.
Yeah, it's the movement is the best medicine. It's a great antidepressant. It's a great everything. You know, it's so great for disease prevention. That whatever smoothie you have looks
Yes.
good over there. That and
Blackberry
exercise-
matters.
Yes, yeah. Those are so great for, as you were saying, preventing disease, being preventative and proactive.
Absolutely. And even when
Even-
they have the
yeah,
disease,
even in the
to
recovery.
fight the disease.
Absolutely.
And the great thing about the bands is, you know, that you can adjust the tension. So it doesn't have to be a 5, 10, 20 pound weight. You can adjust the resistance with the length of the cords and also, you know, the tension in the bands. And, you know, it's something that anyone can do. You don't have to be, you know, Olympic athlete to use these bands. They can be incorporated in the
Absolutely. You know,
home
physical
fitness.
therapy, rehabilitating your physical therapy.
Yes,
Rehabilitating from injuries or even
post-surgical,
Yeah,
post-mastectomy,
exactly.
absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So, so we're gonna have you demonstrate a couple of things today.
It's funny. I always come in like fitness clothes, and I'm all dressed up today to work out.
Well, no, but that's
I got it mixed up.
no, but that's a great example that you can do it anywhere,
Yes,
and that
absolutely.
you can incorporate it.
At work.
You're very busy with your role as Miss Fort Lauderdale and educating people, and you still find the time to work out and, you know, perform your duties as a beauty queen.
Yeah, that's great. I know. I see him over there with the bands tied up to the chair, and I'm so interested and intrigued because I just worked with resistance bands in my class this morning, but they weren't like all tied up to a chair, so I'm very interested to see this.
Me
Right,
too.
and
Yeah.
that's why it's called Python Fitness, because you can wrap it around. He has a special way to wrap it around different places and to
Anywhere,
make it sturdy and give you the tension. So it's a great concept, and we're excited to have Gavin here today.
do it.
So let's do it. Janelle, you want to head over to see Gavin and show us what you got there.
All right.
So,
So, instructions for Python bands, or how to use Python bands. You basically want to start off by finding any sound sturdy object, which we kind of a little bit limited here since we're in a studio. We have a rolling chair, and
Do you want-
this for me?
yeah.
So I have, as you can see, I have two different of our sizes wrapped around here. I have the red, which is our medium band, and I have the green, which is our light band. We have all different sizes ranging from 7 to 9 pounds all the way up to 25 to 30 pounds, which is our extra heavy band. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a little demonstration and wrap our lightest band, which this is our extra light band, which would be great and super beneficial for physical therapy and recovery since it's super light. And I'm just going to give a quick demonstration on how to do the wrap. So this is actually a pair right here. They can fit right into your pocket, 2 bands. And all right, want to hold this for me? So I'm gonna unwrap one, take one out for you guys. Oh. Got in there. And how you would begin is, so the band itself, you have the handle. We like to call, there's an inner wire core in here, which we like to call the spine, which is sturdy. And this is the tail. So how you would do it is you'd begin by, I'm gonna come down here.
Wow, this is so interesting.
Yeah, so you'd kind of adjust it to your whatever workout you're doing. Right now we're doing it on a chair, so we're probably going to be working out our deltoids and our triceps. So go right here. Our Python wrap, our signature wrap, is you wrap around the spine, you wrap the tail around the spine 3 times. So that's 1, 2, 3. And these are our 4-foot bands. We also have shorter bands, which are 3-foot. And once you have it wrapped around 3 times, you would just give a quick little, if you're actually sitting there, I could probably do something else too. And then it's there, and it constricts around the chair. Oh, I pull you around. There you go. But here, and you can have different sizes you can work with here. So it would probably be best if you want to use this for your back. All right, you go up. Bam.
So nice shoulder press
So yeah,
there.
you can get very
Yeah.
creative with them. If you bring them to the woods, it's basically like a playground for them, or the beach. You have walkways on the beach. You can, yeah.
So yeah, that's nice. You can use it at different angles
Yeah.
and get PNF patterns. They
Yeah,
call it.
if you're outside at a playground or anywhere else where there's, a variety of sound, sturdy objects, then you can basically get a full body workout out of them too.
So you can attach them to your ankles. And,
Yeah.
And how's
Well-
the tension, Janelle? Yeah, it's good. You feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're keeping the crown on. You're very talented there.
Good at that. She's got lots of experience.
That's perfect posture. That's so yeah. You can do shoulder press. You can do triceps. You want to show some tricep?
So yeah, and even
exercise?
in your office,
Like
if you have
overhead
a desk
triceps,
with
yeah.
a desk leg, you could wrap it right around the desk leg and
There you go.
maybe do, tris or
Uh-huh.
biceps.
Yeah, so you feel it back in the triceps, and
yeah.
looks like you're doing some upright rows,
Yeah.
which are nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that's
So what makes them
fantastic.
super versatile is that if you're aware, most resistance band tubing, they have one band with one handle.
Right.
And that limits you to going around one object, and you have tension, but when you have tension and you release that tension, the band falls down. With these
Oh.
bands, with the 3 wraps and the pulling, it constricts around any object, so it would stay there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
If Janelle says it's a workout, it's a workout.
And these are great, and you have a website where people can purchase.
Yes, our website is www.pythonfitness.com, or if you can remember easier, Python Bands, you can just go on to pythonbands.com, and it'll lead you there.
Okay,
So-
great. And would you recommend people kind of start with what are the different levels? Yellow is the.
Yeah, yellow is the lightest, which is basically mainly intended for physical therapy and recovery, which is our lightest band. And then for fitness, probably you would go with anywhere from our medium here to all the way up to our black, which is 25 to 30 pounds. So that's 25 to 30 pounds on each band.
Wow.
So if you have two different objects from each side, you'd be able to work out in full range of motion with to do different points of attachment versus one point of attachment.
Right. And what I love about resistance bands versus weights is, it's all about functional movements, and we're not robots, and we just don't move in one plane. We move in different planes of movement,
Yeah.
and you can
You
get
want to be able to get the full range of resistance.
right. So you're going to get the
Yeah.
full range on the concentric and the eccentric contraction,
Yeah.
which is nice because you're getting tension, in
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
parts of the
Yeah. and-
movement. So that's
Yeah.
been great, Gavin. We are going to start wrapping up here, but thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Janelle. Thank you, Gavin. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you, Davina. Yes, thanks everyone. Thanks to our viewers for watching, and thank you to Brooklyn Cafe TV for helping us make this a reality. And stay tuned and watch them Don't forget about our fundraiser for Breast Cancer Prevention Partners. We will post the link again on our page, and also the fundraiser with the Blissful Crunchy Luxe lipstick, $3 for each lipstick, will be donated toward Breast Cancer Prevention Partners. And we have an event coming up.
Yes.
Do you want to tell everybody about the event?
Yes, real quickly, we are going to be having a animal yoga class. It's going to be on 11/11 at 11. We're going to have goats, pigs, and my favorite llama, Tina. So if you go onto our events section of the Healing Now page, please join us. It's going to be a great day. We've got a great teacher, Holly Briscoe,
Can't
and
wait.
we're going to have some music and just enjoy it. Hopefully enjoy a little bit of fall weather in South Florida.
Maybe
We'll,
a
we'll
makeup-
manifest that.
Makeup and mimosa bar.
And a
perhaps
makeup and
afterward.
mimosa bar afterwards. So we will see you guys next week.
Thanks for watching.